There have been reports online recently that some of the most famous brands of pet food might be the common denominator of hundreds of complaints of pets getting sick or even die, both cats and dogs. Many pet parents around the world are currently reporting daily inside the Facebook group Saving Pets One Pet at a Time that their pets have fallen sick or have died after consuming a certain commercial pet food, most commonly associated to a food by Purina. It has not been officially confirmed that there is anything wrong with this food as of today, so it's important to say that. But if you want to be able to detach yourself from the risks of commercial big brands of pet food doing some mistakes with what goes into your cat, not testing batches properly, or maybe using low quality, possibly contaminated ingredients, and if you want to explore alternatives, this video is for you. Hello lovely cat parents, if we haven't met yet, my name is Paola Zanibelli Davis, feline holistic care and behavior specialist, helping you and your cat live extraordinary lives together by unlocking the secrets of natural remedies and positive training, because not having alternative options should not be an option. If you're watching this on YouTube, I would love it if you could subscribe to my channel so that I can help more cat parents and their kitties. My goal this year is to reach 8,000 subscribers, and maybe if you feel aligned with my content, you can help me to get there. Now let's get into today's topic. First of all, I am going to start with a huge disclaimer, which is I am not here to do any brand bashing, and as of today, January 16, 2024, there has not been any official recall by Purina related to these reports, and I am simply sharing what has been recently going on among pet parents, beating their drums and sharing their stories on their particular pets. Now that we got that out of the way, let's relay the facts and see what's been happening. So the Facebook group Saving Pets One Pet at a Time is a group founded by Kelly Bone, who lost her dog years ago due to a batch of Hill's dog food containing too much vitamin D 1 week before they recalled the food she used. This is a group dedicated to helping pet parents stay on top of what's happening with information regarding recalls and other nutrition-related resources. My duty here as a pet professional is to inform you about what is going on in the cat-related sphere in the most transparent and honest way I can, so that you can make your own choices from a place of awareness when it comes to your cats. This is why today I want to talk about this topic, to share crucial information that could potentially affect the health of your cats. And as I said before, as of today, there have been no official recalls regarding Purina or the other big pet food brands featuring in a smaller percentage in the reports. However, I understand the growing concerns within our community regarding the health of our kitties. Samples of food have been dispatched to an independent laboratory for thorough testing, actually as we speak. In fact, Dr. Judy Morgan, for one, has taken this to heart, and she's using her personal resources to get to the bottom of this and help pet parents to get more definitive answers. Dr. Judy Morgan is a pioneer, a great educator, a very switched on, straight talking individual full of integrity. I highly respect her, and she definitely deserves the support of the pet parent community, as she is trying to really shed light on what lies beneath the alarming surge of consumer reports linking sick pets to Purina pet food and other well-known brands in a smaller scale. So while we wait for detailed information and results, I urge you to simply stay vigilant and attentive to your cat's behavior. If you're feeding commercial pet food, keep in mind that when something goes wrong at the supplier level, many brands might get affected at the consumer level, because a particular ingredient or compound is purchased high in the chain of production and gets used all the way down in the production process, ending up into the bags of the several varieties of pet food that you might find in the stores. If you suspect that any brand of pet food is causing distress or even affecting the well-being of your kitties at any time, not just now, here is a detailed checklist on how to proceed. You can follow this checklist for this particular instance if you're actually affected right now by these instances, but also in general whenever you are doubtful that something might be wrong with the food that you have given your cats at any given time. So first of all, Pause the food immediately and monitor how your cats are doing once you stop feeding them that food. If your cats back away from the food they normally have eaten without any issue, do not force them to have it. That means that something usually is wrong. Make their health a priority by discontinuing the use of any potential harmful food, and if they improve, stay away from the potentially problematic food, at least until official news are shared. 2. Connect with your veterinarian if you have a serious concern about your cat's health, and also to let them know what might be happening. Just be advised that many traditional vets at this stage are not really aware of the latest development in this matter, and they might reassure you that everything is fine when investigations are in fact still currently going on. If you do contact your vet, do obtain a copy of your kitty's medical records, which is always something you should have on hand, because these documents can be very instrumental in understanding and addressing any situation of emergency and this particular situation effectively when something happens. Number 3, report the issue to the Facebook group I mentioned above, where the admins are diligently collecting data so that you can share your story, stay up to date on current feedback, and get informed on the latest developments. Number 4, in this particular case, if you think you have an issue with Purina food, contact Purina and make sure that you document your conversations with the pet food company for your records. Definitely ask them to share what's inside their food. At this stage, Purina is still refusing to share with the consumers in a clear way what exactly their food contains. When they are asked, when they've been asked, they respond that it is proprietary. I believe that as a consumer, as consumers, we have the right to know what goes into our cats' bellies, and if many of us are asking, they might eventually get to disclose it. Now, if you reach out to the pet food company that you believe might have something to do with your cat's issues, in this case, do not send them the food that you think is compromised. And if you really want to send them, only send a small portion of it, keeping the rest of that food on you in the freezer in its original packaging, just in case you need it at some point later on. Exercise caution if the pet food company offers to cover your vet bills and reimburse you for the pet food, because these offers may come with legal agreements that could limit your options in the event of a class action lawsuit. The choice is totally yours, of course, no judgment, but just be aware that this is how it works usually. Now, number 5, if you are unsure about what cat foods are safe to give to your cats, if you do not have the time or the skills or the equipment to make it yourself at home from scratch in a way that is balanced, buy the list compiled by Susan Thixton and empower yourself as a cat parent by choosing a better food for your cats by supporting her work and dedication to feeding pets high quality, species appropriate food. If you don't know what I'm talking about, visit Susan's website, Truth About Pet Food, which I am linking in the description below, where you can find all the information regarding which brands make the list this year. Susan Thixton works really hard to produce this list. She is extremely knowledgeable about everything going on behind the scenes within the pet food industry, and she is a very reliable source of information. She is also a woman full of integrity, which I like very much, as it goes very well with my own values, and someone who does not accept being swayed in one direction or another for convenience or material benefits, other than making sure she screens pet food to be safe and appropriate for pets in an objective way. In addition to these steps, for this particular instance, I also invite you to complete a survey available at the link in the description below. If you have been affected by what is happening right now, your input is valuable and can contribute significantly to resolve this particular issue. In times like this, where external factors may pose risks, having a hands-on approach becomes even more critical. By actively participating in your kitties' lives, you are not only fostering a stronger bond, but also becoming attuned to their behaviors and needs. This intimate knowledge allows you to detect any deviation from the norm pretty quickly. Hands-on cat parenting involves more than just providing species-appropriate food. It is about creating an environment that promotes the physical and emotional well-being of both you and your cat together as a team. Your involvement is a powerful tool in keeping your cat healthy and happy. I would love to know, actually, comment hands-on if you are a hardcore, no-compromise cat parent taking extra steps to ensure your cats live their best life under your care. As you might know already, I help cat parents take the steps to hands-on cat care by teaching them how to make cooperative care possible so that they can gently but effectively peel their cats, groom them, teach them basic manners, while also being attuned to understand subtle signs of stress or pain or behavior issues so that they can live longer, happier, and healthier lives together. So I am all about hands-on cat care that makes sharing your life with your cats a much fuller, more involved experience. Choosing the best food you can afford and succeeding when transitioning your cats to better options, which is a whole other ball game, is of course an important part of this process. In fact, I address this in my respect framework as the S stands for species appropriate diet. If you need support with improving your cat's food and practice a hands-on approach with your cats, you can have a look at more details about the Jumpstart and the Meowster Chef Academy in the description below. This is all for this video. I hope this information was of value to you. Stay vigilant, stay informed. See you next time, and until then, love your cats as much as you can.